Hi sir, good afternoon. Welcome to Biggers Mazda. I'm Marco and you are?
I'm Eric.
Eric, nice to meet you. Yes, we spoke on the phone earlier today about the Mazda CX-3.
We did.
Excellent. I have the Grand Touring all-wheel drive model that you described on the phone. Let's take a closer look at it.
Sounds good.
So Eric, I understand that you and your wife are now empty nesters.
We are, finally.
That's pretty exciting. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And that you recently joined a cycling club. Excellent. Well, I think the CX-3 would be a good choice for that. I'm a cyclist myself, so I can give you a unique perspective on how a CX-3 would fit into your lifestyle as a fellow cyclist. So the CX-3 in the Mazda lineup, it's our newest vehicle. It's our smallest crossover SUV. And I know that you were comparing it to its primary competition, which was the Honda HR-V, and maybe to a lesser extent the Nissan Juke and the Mini Countryman. Okay. Well, I can definitely tell you what really sets the Mazda apart and how it compares and contrasts from those other models, if you don't mind. Now, what brings a lot of people to our showroom looking at Mazdas is the Kodo design language, and what we mean by that is the soul of motion. As you look at the car, it has a bold, purposeful stance. There isn't a wrong line anywhere on the vehicle. It looks as though it's in motion even when it's standing still. So that gets a lot of people in here to look at them in the first place, but then we start to talk about some of the features and some of the benefits that you get with the Mazda that really amp up that value for dollar. So if you want the look, you don't have to sacrifice, things like the power, the conveniences, the fuel efficiency, because the Mazda has the SkyActiv technology. And you'll find that the chassis, the engine, the all-wheel drive system, and the transmission are all utilizing Mazda's new SkyActiv technology, which makes the car lighter, more responsive, more fun to drive, better on fuel, better on power, and also better for the environment. So all good things. There's strategic areas that are stronger and lighter to make you safer in the event of a collision. And a lighter chassis is one that also handles better. And then bolted to it is the SkyActiv drivetrain. You have a SkyActiv 2-liter 4-cylinder engines, 148 horsepower, and you're going to get on this all-wheel drive model up to 32 mpg highway. In fact, most people get a little bit better than that. It just depends on how you drive. And then bolted to the engine is the SkyActiv Drive automatic 6-speed transmission, which has paddle shifters, which makes it a little bit more fun to drive. If you're canyon carving out there as you're out west or driving through the mountains like you mentioned you like to do. And then of course the SkyActiv all-wheel drive system is more predictive in nature, meaning that it will take input from a variety of sensors throughout the vehicle to predict what is going to happen with your driving experience and what the road conditions are going to be. Okay, feel free to have a seat inside the vehicle.
Thank you.
Okay, feel comfortable?
Feel great.
Excellent. So what you're feeling is the Mazda in their class above approach to the CX-3. Everything's got a very premium feel to it, and it feels like you're in a much more expensive car than you are. And we do that on purpose. We want you to feel that way. You'll notice the padded dashboard with the stitching detail. The door panels are very soft to the touch. You have the ultra suede inserts and the padded outboard armrests. And then the comfortable bucket seat that you're sitting in, you'll notice is very firm and supportive, as well as having the premium leather feel, the contrasting stitch, and the ultra suede inserts. You have heated seats up front. You'll see the Bose audio system, which has HD radio capability. You'll notice the moonroof up above, the screen in front of you, which gives you all of your infotainment, as we call it. Mazda now refers to that as the Mazda Connect system, which is new for the CX-3. It gives you your information in the form of your navigation system. It has your capability for Bluetooth pairing, so you can pair up to 7 mobile devices to the Mazda Connect system. All of your audio settings are accessible through there. Your different modes for audio, you have Sirius satellite radio, HD, FM. You have the capability of the Pandora, Stitcher, and AHA, which are all come through your smartphone through your wireless connection. So making a little bit more of an entertainment-oriented vehicle as well. But obviously, we want you to keep your eyes on the road too. So there's a little bit of assistance from Mazda with the iActiveSense features to help you maintain safe driving experience as well. In your side view mirror is where you'll find the alert for the blind spot monitoring system. This will let you know if there's a vehicle driving in your blind spot that you ordinarily wouldn't be able to see by looking over your shoulder or checking your side view mirror. What it will do is, with the sensor that's embedded in the back bumper, it'll illuminate a little LED in your corner of your mirror here, and then if you actuate your turn signal as if you're changing lanes, you'll also hear a little beep to warn you to check your blind spot before you switch lanes. Now, the other iActiveSense feature that is coupled with this is the rear cross-path traffic alert. So combined with your rear view camera, when you shift into reverse, you'll have an image of what's behind you. Those sensors will be able to detect if there's a vehicle crossing your path and will alert you with both of the corner lights in your mirrors, as well as a chime and a warning on your screen as well. And then as you're driving along on the highway, iActiveSense will also provide you with the radar guided cruise control, which will maintain a predetermined distance to the vehicle in front of you. If they slow down, you'll slow down, and if they accelerate, you'll accelerate up to your predetermined speed that you've selected. And then if you happen to veer out of your lane under normal driving conditions, the lane departure warning system will alert you if you leave that lane, as well as the high beam control system. So if you're driving along and it's dark and you have your high beams on, the sensor will be able to let you know if there's a vehicle approaching. It will dim those lights down so that you don't blind the oncoming traffic. And all these features are designed to make you and everyone around you more safe.
Makes sense.
Eric, this is a good opportunity to take a look at that Kodo design language again. Look down the side of the vehicle. The line starts from the front, transitions all the way to the back. You notice the squat, purposeful stance, the 18-inch alloy wheels. All the way to the back here, you've got the dual exhaust outlets. Definitely, again, looks a class above, looks sporty, it's dynamic, it looks tough. You like that?
Looks amazing.
Excellent. Now, hey, let's show you the hatchback. Okay, here's your cargo area back here. As you can see, I've already got one seat folded down and I've got the other one up to demonstrate the cargo abilities of the CX-3 and show you that you have plenty of room for your overnight bags for yourself and your wife, as well as your cycling accessories. You're going to have your tools with you, your pump, and whatever else goes along with it. I've been there. I'm familiar. Speaking of your bikes, you'll be glad to know that Mazda also has a full array of transport accessories to help you get your bikes to and from your events safely.
Perfect.
Okay, I wanted to bring you back here to the window sticker on the CX-3, kind of summarize a little bit of what we talked about earlier. Again, with the exclusive features that you find only on the CX-3, like the Mazda Connect system, the all-LED lighting package on the vehicle, the iActiveSense safety features, and last but not least, the SkyActiv technology, which makes the vehicle safer, makes it lighter, makes it better power, better fuel efficiency. And speaking of fuel efficiency, I know with your events that you do, you're putting on a lot of highway miles, and you mentioned the HR-V as one of your competitors. And as we look at the interactive sales application with Mazda, you'll find that yes, the HR-V does get the same highway fuel efficiency rating as the CX-3, but unfortunately it's going to be a little bit down on power and torque compared to the CX-3, and that may not be what you're looking for when you're in the hills and the mountains out west. You could solve that by looking at the Nissan Juke or the Mini Countryman, but as you can see, you're going to lose quite a bit of fuel efficiency with those two models. Now, the last thing that we like to do here at Mazda is provide you the opportunity to experience the Mazda test drive experience, which will put all those things into the real world so you can feel it and touch it. On the Mazda test drive experience, we'll feel how it transitions into traffic, gets up to highway speed, how it comes off of highway speed in braking and handling, and also give you just a feel for the Mazda in general and that class above experience that we talked about. So are you ready to feel it firsthand?
Absolutely.
All right, right this way. Okay, so we're back. How did you enjoy the Mazda test drive experience?
Loved it. Felt good. I think it's really the best fit for where we're at right now.
Absolutely, great. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Come on with me and we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Sounds good.
I'm Marco Palacios from Biggers Mazda. This is the 2016 Mazda CX-3. What do you drive?